Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jesus Donut. With a base that took over 3 months of time, 220 hours or more, the base, like any other base on 2B2T, the world's oldest Anarchy server, came to a pretty bad demise. Now, what makes this story a little bit more unusual here is that most bases here on 2B2T end up getting leaked or destroyed by someone from the outside. But no, not the Jesus Donut. This base actually got leaked by the builder. Anyways, without further ado, I don't want to stall you too long. Let's hop right into the tour and check this base out. Alright, so here's where the base begins. I guess why not a better place to start than the message board here. So it looks like this base was originally called Keckville. Makes pretty good sense for 2B2T, and as we know, the base was made by Walk9. So Walk arrived at this base May 11th of 2019, which was about a year ago at this point, just about a year ago. And it looks like we've got a few other members that has been here, and I kind of like this because it's kind of cool because you can see the progress of the base. Alright guys, you already know if there's actually an Obama bin Laden map art, I must see this. It says it was finished July 6th, but who knows, you know, this might be a meme. I mean, for all we know, I mean, the base is literally called Keckville. But that's enough of the message board. Let's actually get into some content here. Now, as you can see here, this giant structure in front of me here is actually a sugarcane farm that has not been finished from what I have seen. So as we can see, let's just go here. It's actually pretty cool looking, to be honest, this big sugarcane structure. I actually definitely like this. The color choice is actually pretty cool, and I'm going to assume, this is just an assumption here, that this might be the lighthouse. Yeah, okay, yeah, that would make some pretty good sense. Alright, this looks like this was like the starting house. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got some signs. Alright. Hello, Walk90. Thank you for the invite to the base and all of your hospitality. Blaze gave us armor, tools, gap, and totems, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we got some Discord. So, the love... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So, with the base of this size, I mean, let's just take a look at here. Over there in the distance, you can see the donut starting to form here from the render distance. But with the base of this size and these blocks that were used, I mean, it's very clear that a dupe was... being used, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm assuming this is where the base was originally started from, this little area, and then down there, can we go down in there? It looks like just a generic mine, so that's pretty cool. Alright, you know, I think we were looking at the wrong lighthouse here, boys. I don't know what it is, but something is telling me this might be the lighthouse, because yeah. Now, before we actually get into the Jesus Donut, apparently this was all not enough, alright? Alright, we need a little house here, alright? Let's see. We got Chrono Boost house, alright? Let's see. You know, because, I mean, with a house with a donut like this, like, right? I mean, you need a little house to, like, glorify the view. So, I mean, this is kind of neat. I mean, just imagine, you know, going to bed, then waking up and being like, yo, check this out. This is outside my house. I mean, now before we can head in, as you can see, I mean, this structure is seriously massive, dude. Like, look at this. So this is the Jesus statue sitting in the middle of the donut, which I think is pretty cool. And inside, we're going to get a little look here in a second. But, I mean, I just want to see, like, look at all of these beacons that were used just here on the exterior. I mean, I bet it's more on the inside, but, you know, we're going to have to find that out in a second. And, I mean, these people were so rich. Look at the lighting here. All the entire lighting was done using beacons. No, that's awesome. Alright, now I think I found our way into the base here. Thank God there's a ladder, because, I mean, besides that, I don't know how else we'd get up here. But, I mean, hey, man, let's see what we got going on here. Now, the next problem here is going to be finding a way actually up inside of this thing, because, I mean, this is massive, dude. Look at this around here. Look at all these beacons that were used. I mean, if you want to say, I am rich, I mean... this is one way to do it. You know, guys, I know eventually we will find a way in this base, one way or another. I don't know where it is yet, but I know it will come. I know it will. Alright, now after literally an hour of trying to find a way in, we finally found a way in, and here we are in the Nether Biome. Now, what I think is really neat about this base here is, everywhere you look, I mean, it's just honestly beautiful. You look this way, you got Jesus Christ just staring at you, blessing you, having a blessed day. I mean, you kind of need that on the Oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft, to be completely fair with you. But I mean, I think it's really awesome how this base has basically made a huge little donut, like a multi-biome, with all the biomes combined, and I think it just honestly made for a really neat base. So, as we start out here, we are here in the Nether. Now, honestly, it's a pretty cool looking area. Alright, now we're gonna have to do some serious sleeping to get to the other side of this, but as you can see, I mean, this is just honestly beautiful. I mean, this whole little area, I mean, that's pretty cool. But it is time. Oh, I almost just fell there. It is time to get. Now, obviously, like, we're gonna have to use some like sneaky paths here, and we're gonna have to do some parkour to really get around here. Hopefully I did not embarrass myself there. Okay, but anyway, as we can see, we are now in the end dimension. Now, what I said what was really cool about this is how it is literally every single biome and dimension all in one, and just Jesus Christ, just sitting here in the middle. I mean, come on, that is awesome. But end dimension, bunch of chorus everywhere, just looks really nice. I mean, honestly, the builder of this, I want to know more, and I'm probably going to go into more detail as we go on the video with what exactly happened here, but I mean, it is just a magnificent sight. Now, as I previously mentioned here in the intro, the one really weird thing, now 2b2t, you got to keep in mind here, is a very weird server with very weird things that happen all the time on it. But what I will say is very weird about this base is this base took over 3 months, over 200 hours to build, and the actual leaker of the base was the builder, which I thought was extremely weird. And on the screen, or probably in the intro, I flashed some Reddit messages seen by the builder of the base, so I thought it was a very weird situation. Whoa, hey, pause the video real quick. I got some insider information. Not really. I just asked a few questions to walk and got a few answers, just, you know, add to the time length of this video. But I feel like you guys might be a little curious, so let's get into the question. Now, the main question everyone is probably asking themselves right now is, why did he decide to leak the base? What was going on? Well, coming straight from the source, they leaked it because they were bored and wanted to show it off rather than leave it to fade in obscurity, which honestly makes perfectly good sense, because honestly, after you're sitting there with a base on 2b2t for a good amount of time, you end up getting really bored with the project, and you know, so I mean, that is actually a very valid reason. So basically, prior to the grief, Walk already planned to leave the base and have a grief, but player thought, hey, before I leave, might as well let a few people check it out and see this work, which I mean, honestly, like I'm mentioning, this all does make pretty good sense. But yeah, if you're wondering, that is why it was leaked, simply because got bored, wanted to move on to another project and let everyone see it. Alright, we can resume the video now. So I do not have a world download, at least at this moment, of the grief version, but I'm going to look for one because I think I can probably get my hands on one of them, because after we view this the entire base in general here when it was in its prime, I really want to take a look at the grief version because I feel like it would be quite the sight. Now here we got some little pricklies, we got some cactus here. Great base tour. Alright guys, we got some cactus going on here, but no. So yeah, we have been here through end dimension, through there, and now we are in just, you know, a desert, you know, just going. Alright, now this one's going to be pretty awesome. Alright, I do like myself some ice spike biomes. Now, while we go through here, I thought this would be a perfect moment to kind of tell you what's going on with this channel, because it's been a while since I've actually posted any content, and it's been an even longer while since I posted 2b2t content. But yeah, as I was saying, one thing I really want to do with this channel is I really want to bring the base tours back. You know, a lot of people like those. A lot of people, it's just really cool being able to basically be inside of what was once a person's build, you know, on the Oldest Anarchy Server in Minecraft. I think it's a pretty cool experience here, and as I am talking, I'm just walking through the ice spikes. Now, this, I just think it's a really cool concept, you know what I mean? Like, people spend years, months building these bases, so it's really cool to glorify their work. So I think this is a cool concept, and definitely, if this gets good reception, I definitely want to continue these. Now, if you guys remember, this is a little bit different than my old style of base tours, but I think this is a little better because in the way past, you know, I just show off renders of the base. But I feel like actually going through the base and kind of explaining the history briefly and giving you, you know, more access to go into more detail, I think that's a cooler way to do it. Now, what I will say is very interesting about this base is it's not really a base. It's more of a build, which is very rare to see on 2b2t. You know, usually we review bases that are like an actual base with houses, with storage. This is more of like, honestly, a pretty neat build. I think let's see how close it was built to spawn. So it looks like I am dropping frames like crazy. But as you can tell, I mean, this was not dramatically far away from spawn or dramatically far away from the axis. So it really kind of makes it seem like the base builder did not really care too much about it getting destroyed. Now that we have explored the biomes and the donut itself in its entirety, I really want to look to see if there's actually that map art or if that's actually a thing. Now, here is like an up close of the Jesus structure. It looks pretty awesome. This honestly reminds me of the Imp base. I did a view of that, or I did a walkthrough of that a few years ago, but this whole structure, let's see, it's hollow on the inside, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, it looks pretty hollow on the inside. But I mean, all in general, this, even if it was like schematic build, is just so awesome. I mean, look at this base. Here, I got to turn up my render distance here. But I mean, just getting an overall view of this base, that is honestly very awesome. Now, I'm pretty sure we knew this had to be done. I'm literally on Jesus's big old holy head here. But I'm pretty sure we knew this had to be done. So, I mean, might as well make it happen now. Look at this base, guys. Just look at this. Here, let me turn my view down. Like, look at this. It is so awesome. Let's just fly our way down here, get a nice little view of the entirety of this base. And I'm also kind of looking for the map art, because I don't know if that's a meme or if it actually exists somewhere in here. I don't know. We're going to find out, to be honest. Alright boys, after a little bit of searching here, it looks like, oh, I thought I didn't have my lights on. After a little bit of searching, we have finally found this masterpiece. Alright, let's land safely here and not try and die. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, look at this. There is actually a map out here, and you know what? I did not even know this actually existed, which is kind of awesome. So let's go in game mode 1 right here, and let's check this thing out. Now, I think this is honestly pretty awesome. I mean, not only does it have the Jesus donut, but it also has Osama bin Laden. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean, just look at this absolute masterpiece here. But that is it for the actual Ungrief base. Now, I'm going to try and see if I can find a Grief version just to compare it. But if not, I will see you in the outro. Alright, guys, here we are in a world download of the Grief. And as we can see, I mean, there's like literally no damage here. Until you go in free cam and decide to look around. Yeah. I mean, there's swastikas everywhere. We got to get a little quick look at what really happened here. Because, I mean, we just saw the base and it's full. We got to check out how it looks. Kind of destroyed. So, if you remember, this was like the area that was the official starting area. Like, right here was the sugarcane farm. Absolutely obliterated. The spawn house was like somewhere this way. If we go up this way, as we know, the Jesus statue is right here. You know, me glorifying Jesus and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he is nowhere to be seen. He is just gone, dude. Gone with the wind. But as we look around here, the end actually did not receive too much damage. But if we go around and start looking at this, I mean, you can just tell this place absolutely just got obliterated. It is pretty awesome, though, being able to see a base, which once was, and then seeing how it looks now. Because, I gotta say, I mean, it is, like, honestly, at some areas, unrecognizable. Like, if you look at this, if you were just to stumble upon this, you would never be able to tell what's right here. So, I mean, that is honestly pretty awesome. Now, what I find really weird about the Grief is the map was never touched. Now, I don't know if no one really knows this map exists. I'm assuming people know the map itself exists, but I don't know how many people know it was right here, because I've watched a few videos on the base, and I did not see anyone go over this map. So I don't know if they didn't think it existed or what exactly is, but I find that so odd that literally the entire base here is destroyed, literally unrecognizable, and this is just, yep, still Osama bin Laden. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this base tour of the Jesus Donut. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. It really does help the channel, and I appreciate it a lot. And if you want to see more in the future, let me know what bases you want to see. As you know, I have like literally all the world downloads of so many bases, so just literally let me know what you guys want to see me cover, see some renders of, and stuff like that, and I'll be sure to do that in the future. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.